If you don't know who you're selling to, you're not going to sell to anyone. And if you don't know who your target audience is, you're not going to sell any of your products and you won't be able to grow and scale your business. Finding your target audience for your skincare business involves understanding who these people are, where they hang out on the internet, what kind of language they speak or expressions they use, and what kind of problems they have. But it's not just that. And now you're thinking, but yet I'll just sell my products to everybody and then people will buy. That's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, marketing doesn't work that way, and that's why I'm going to help you create your own target persona today. By the end of this video, I want you to have the exact clear idea of who your target audience is, their picture on your computer, their name, and I want you to tell them to your face, I have a product for you, you're gonna buy it and you're gonna love it. Timestamps are in the description box below. Okay, so the first step, we're going to define who your target audience is. What's their age? Are they male or female? Where do they live? The location in terms of not just like London or UK or, Europe. I want you to be really specific. Do they live in a town? Do they live in the countryside? Which countryside? What's the weather like in that countryside? All these characteristics and all this information will later on help you define your target persona into much more detail, and it will also help you with your product development. And the marketing decisions that you have to make further down the line. We're not making this target persona just now because, well, it's a very hot Monday evening. If we go on with the next part on the line, find out their hobbies and their interests, and also their lifestyle. Lifestyle, hobbies, and interests will influence their purchasing decisions. So, do they like jogging? Do they like gardening? Maybe they're into organic skincare. If you're doing organic skincare, then maybe you want to consider preservatives that are allowed in organic skincare. If they care about organic, they also care about sustainability. If they care about sustainability, they care about recycling. You are going to have to adjust your entire branding, packaging, brand message, values, and so on to that target audience. So if they like sustainability, you go with that. If they like luxurious products, you go with that. You need to understand their daily life. You need to understand what they like to do, what is their daily routine, and how can your products fit into their routine. What gaps are they going to fill? Values and beliefs are super important because they're going to also influence their decisions when it comes to buying skincare, along with other products. Maybe they like to grow their own vegetables, but they care about the products sourced locally. They don't want to use palm oil. They don't want to use ingredients or products from the other side of the planet. There are two really important parts that you also have to consider because everything else has not been important so far. First of all, their purchasing decision. Because this is not going to be the same for everybody. That's how you also know how much you can price your products. And if you're selling to a grad student, the price point will be different than if you're selling to somebody who's a CEO or, owns a business, has a steady job for the last 10, 15 years. I've noticed it's not really talked about as much as it should be, but I'm guessing it's just a marketing secret that not many people want you to know, and this one was actually a huge game changer for me, because to be honest, when I first started out, I also figured that, I'll just sell my products to everybody. So the fake voice from the beginning of the video, I was actually just, being myself. So the really important thing that you have to understand and you have to find out, and you do that by research, is to figure out what are the problems that you are going to solve with your skincare products. I'll say that again. You have products and their problems. The problems are of your target audience, and you make products. So you, with your products, are going to either solve those problems or offer an experience. Something really unique. They cannot get anywhere else. And this is really important for you to nail down now. You need to have a general idea of what are the problems you're going to solve, because you're going to base your entire marketing, your entire brand and future product development and the entire idea and so on this very thing. Naturally, you can add problems and products as you go along, but this is just to give you a heads up to help you get started. Even if you're already selling, just figure out this point. Do you have this point figured out? You do? Awesome. You don't really need this video anymore. You can go on. Nice. Thank you for listening. But if you don't, this is really important and you need to figure it out. And you can figure that out by going to the places where your target audience hangs out. go to online forums like Quora, Reddit, go to Facebook groups, go to Google, go to people also ask website. So write down those pain points and save them for later because you're going to need them. Next step that we have is conduct market research. So you're going to do this in two parts. First of all, I want you to go and do a competitor analysis. Essentially, all you need to do is open up an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheet, do a very detailed research of your competitors. I want you to list their website, all their social media channels, look at their best-selling products, look at the way how they talk to their customers, look at all the content they post on their social media channels, and figure out what kind of ingredients they're using, what is their overall brand message, figure out how their branding looks like, packaging, their design, their labels, find some unboxing videos so you can have a better idea of what they're selling or what they're sending out to their customers when they make a purchase. Pro tip here, follow all of their social media and go and sign up for their newsletter as soon as possible. That way you can always know how much they post, how often, what do they write in their posts, what kind of content they send with their email newsletters. This is useful for two things, because you always know where they are in terms of their audience and the terms, the language, and what kind of stuff they're selling and so on. And secondly, it can also give you ideas on what to post on your own website, on your own social media channels, and what to send with your newsletter. And second of all, go and analyze your own channels. So if you already have a social media channel and if you already have your website, and have a look at what content works with your target audience or with your audience, what content doesn't, so you can basically refine and improve it from there. And the same goes for your website. If you already have a website, you can easily check what's working in terms of organic traffic, where are your visitors landing when they're coming in from other channels, like from referrals, and see what kind of landing pages are they interested in, what keywords brought them in or what channels brought them in, and also where they headed next. So just figure out what the users you already have are doing on your platforms. That will help you massively to improve your content strategy, to see if they're actually engaging. If they're not engaging, if they're leaving very soon, it means that they have not found the very relevant info, or the stuff that you're posting is not relevant. Make sure to always follow on industry trends. Usually at the end of each year or at the beginning of a new year, there are lots of online magazines that will post what's trending in skincare for this year or for the following year. Make sure to always read those, or at least skim through, for two reasons. It can help you stay on, updated with what's happening in the beauty world. Secondly, because if it can give you insights into what's trending when you're developing a new product, you can then use that information. By now you should have some or a lot of information about who your ideal target audience is. You know what's their name, what's their gender, their location, where they live, their education, their hobbies, their lifestyle, their interests, and so on. Write down your own target persona description. Stop this video if you have to and go to Canva or Unsplash or whatever website comes to mind. You can also just Google it if you want to. You need a photograph of your target persona. When you find it, copy it and paste it into your document along with the description. Come up with as much information as you can, because this is going to serve you for all the marketing and product development things that you're ever going to do with your brand. I'm not saying that this is going to be the only and single target persona that you're ever going to use. That's absolutely not. But it's a great starting point for you, especially if you already have a brand but you don't have one yet. So what I want you to do is write the description, and then in the comment below, please let me know what's their name, and what are their interests, and what are you going to sell them. And once you're done, print the document out and then paste it in your office. Every time you're trying to figure out what product should you develop, Instagram video should you make, what Facebook ads should you create. If you're hiring someone, for example, on your social media team, I want you to show them the photo and say, this is who you're talking to. Once you're done with this, the only thing that's left is to test it. Go to your analytics or create a business profile on social media platforms. When you have a website, create a Google Analytics account so you know who's coming to your website, and start stalking your target audience. If you see it's not working, try to change it a little bit until you find the creatives, videos, and the language, also super important, the language, the phrases, and so on, that work best for them.